This is Michael Gerace with Michelangelo's Plumbing, Inc. It is February 22nd, 2018. We are performing a video sewer inspection through the 2-inch roof vent up toward the front of the house, just above the front entranceway to the house. There's the bathroom, and we're performing the video sewer inspection through the roof vent. And we are at 8033, I believe it's Hatillo Avenue. That's Hatillo Avenue, Canoga Park, California, 91306. We're going to begin our sewer inspection by running through this vent and attempt to get all the way out to the city sewer. We were unable to locate a mainline cleanout at this time. We're going to run through here and see if maybe we can locate one possibly with the camera. But physically we couldn't see anything. We looked underneath the house by the other bathroom, couldn't see anything up in the front of the house where the front bathroom is. And there's the joint to the vent. Those look okay. It's all cast iron. All looks normal. Cast iron, older cast iron, has some buildup in it. Okay, and now we've gotten through the line a little bit. Got a little bit of debris on the camera lens. It's cleared up quite a bit now. Okay, we're going through the cast iron waste line underneath the house. And now we've come out. We're at 33 feet, and it appears we're transitioning to vitreous clay. Looks like 4-inch vitreous clay. We're in 3-inch cast iron. So we're in the 4-inch vitreous clay now, and we're going to continue to run through the 4-inch vitreous clay and attempt to get out to the city sewer. That joint looks good. That actually looks like a newer vitreous clay joint with a rubber coupling. They have stainless steel bands and rubber couplings. That's the newer style clay. The older style had concrete joints. Fortunately, we still got a little bit of mist, foggy on the camera lens. What we're going to do is we're going to run out. We'll see if we spot anything on the way out. Should be able to wash the camera lens off real good on the if we get out to the city sewer. If not, we'll run water. May even have a little belly in the line somewhere where we can rinse the camera lens off. But those joints all look good. So far the clay looks to be in pretty good condition. That joint looks good. No major breaks that we can see. No root intrusions. That joint looks good. That joint looks good. That joint looks to be in pretty good condition. A little bit of an offset, but not terrible. And no breaks, no cracks, no root intrusions. That joint looks to be in pretty good condition. A little shift, a little offset in there, but not terrible. 78 feet. That joint looks to be in pretty good condition. That joint looks to be in good condition. That joint looks to be in good condition. Now we should be transitioning right here at 93 feet. We're going to transition to the 6-inch vitreous clay city lateral. So we're dropping down into the 6-inch. We'll mark that later. We'll mark this area at about 94 feet. Right at about 9310, 94 feet, right in that area. So we'll mark this on the way back. This is the city lateral, which is also the homeowner's responsibility. That 6-inch joint has a little bit of an offset to it, but not terrible. Don't see any major breaks or major cracks in it or anything. That joint looks to be pretty good. That joint is broken. You've got a break. You've got your hub right in the front. You can see the rim of the hub. Okay, at 104 feet out, we do have a major break in the line. You can see where it's separated. That's just cracked. There's a crack right in front of the hub, and then that ring that goes all the way around, it's separating. So that is a definite issue. That will either need to be excavated at 104 feet, or it will need to be lined. This can still be lined. It's still in a condition to where you could install a sewer liner. So we'll go out and see what the rest of it looks like. We'll come back to 104, and then we'll go locate and mark that area. That joint appears to be in pretty good condition. That joint appears to be in good condition. That joint appears to have a crack just inside the hub, mostly toward the 6 o'clock area to about the 8 o'clock area. It's hard to see. It may not be a crack. The sun is right over us, and no matter which way I face this camera monitor, we're getting a little bit of glare. So it's going to be a lot easier for me to blow this up on a laptop once I finalize this and get back into the office, and then I can give you a full report on it. That may just be a mark on the vitreous clay. The other one's definitely broken and cracked. But we'll take a look at this one at 117 feet out as well. That joint's got pretty good separation right there in between the two pieces of pipe. The pipe in that fitting making a turn and going down. But it's still not broken, still not cracked from what I can see, so it probably will not be an issue. Now going into the next joint, we got a pretty good offset there in that next joint, but again, I don't see any big breaks or any major issues with that area. It may not be a concern. Making our turn, going out to the city sewer right now. We got a pretty good offset right here. See the whole face of the pipe at the bottom, but I don't see a major break or crack. Jump over that joint. There's the city sewer. We're going to pull back just a little bit. Got a crack in the face of that saddle area right there, it appears, but that shouldn't cause a problem. This other joint with the offset, more than likely that won't cause a problem at this time either. It can continue to offset and may cause a problem down the road in the future, but that could be quite some time. And that's the city sewer right here. Puts our camera lens off in the water. And that's our city sewer flowing through. And this is our city sewer tie-in from the house to the city sewer. This is where the homeowners responsibility ends is right here at the city sewer tie-in. We're going to pull back, take a look at all the joints again, go slowly. Got our camera rinsed off. And that joint's got a little shift again, like I said, but not bad. That one's got a separation, but no major breaks that we can see. Again, I will blow this up on a laptop and be able to take a better look at it when we get back into the office. All the other joints in here look to be pretty good. I believe that's just a mark inside the piping. It's not a crack from what we can see right now. That joint looks to be pretty good. That joint appears to be in pretty good shape. And that's the joint that we're really concerned about. It's cracked all the way around. It's separating. It's coming apart, and the hub of that pipe is cracked in the front of it. So we get a little bit of earth movement, and that can shift, and it'll have no stability whatsoever, and it can drop and sever. So we're going to stop right here, and we're going to locate this area. around now, and we're going to locate this area. So I'm going to pause for a moment. This is our 4-inch by 6-inch transition, city lateral transition. It might be best to excavate at this point and shoot a liner in. We mark the other area, and that is that 6-foot deep curb by the large palm tree next to the mailbox. And that area is broken definitely, but it might be better to excavate at this area and liner from this point out. But we'll take a look at it and we'll mark this area. better. Don't have any problem. Do offset minor stuff. Okay? Yeah. It's like, I know. I get a lot of them that are a lot worse. Okay, got it. And I'll send you the link to the video so you guys can see it. Great. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, I'll get the beat. Okay, we've marked this area out, and we are at 6 foot where we have the break by the curb area, and we're at about 5'6" where the transition is. Pardon? Not yet. No, not till I finalize. Take a few more minutes. Okay, so we're going to begin pulling back. So that's the transition, which is okay. It's all right there. It's just that one joint. More than likely, it's the roots from the palm tree that have pushed the pipe around and broken the pipe. Joint looks good. That joint looks good. That joint looks good. That joint appears to be in good condition. This is all 4-inch vitreous clay. That joint looks good. Band's kind of protruding in a little bit, but that's not going to hurt anything. That joint looks like it's in good condition. That joint looks to be in good condition. All the piping so far looks to be coming back from the 4x6-inch transition. That joint looks good. That joint looks to be in good condition. That joint looks good. That joint looks to be in condition. And that joint looks good. And then we have our transition from cast iron to clay right here. We're going to go down, we're going to locate and mark this area. Okay, this is our area where it's broken by the curb at approximately 6 foot deep, and I would this with a piece of trenchless pipe would be the best bet from the 4 to 6 inch transition right here to this 6 inch joint. And then we're going to pull back. We're going to pull back to got a couple joints before we have our 4 to 6 inch transition. And we're coming up a little bit. And that's our 4 to 6 inch transition right there. And that is at 6 inches deep. Okay, now we're pulling back. Got our test tee right there, right above it. The 4-inch pipe, we've looked at all the joints here. All the joints look good. We're going to go all the way back to our cast iron. And then we're going to go pull it back up underneath the house again and take a look at the cast iron waistline. We've already checked all these joints a couple of times. So we're coming back now to our waistline. We'll be to our waistline here in about 3 feet. And that's our cast iron waistline. Now that's right at that bottom step, the concrete. Pulling back, just kind of take a look. This is not part of the sewer inspection, but we'll take a look at this as we're pulling back, just to make sure we don't see any holes in it or through. Getting some minor little roots coming through underground. Some of this piping will be underground. Those little fine hairline roots, you can see them, they're real white. That piping probably deteriorating right there. And now we're going to be pulling back up our... It appears to be original cast iron. It's older cast iron. And maybe to a point where it's at almost the end of its life expectancy. And we're going to pull out of our vent, and that concludes our video sewer inspection. I'm just going to finalize our video.